Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you came there? Or misplaced your phone while it was in your hand the whole time? Maybe you were listening to someone talk, but your mind drifted so far away that you didn't catch a single word. These moments are what we often call absent-mindedness. It happens to almost everyone, but when it becomes frequent, it can interfere with your daily life, relationships, and even your confidence. Absent-mindedness is not simply about forgetting. It's more about the lack of focus and presence in the moment. Our brains are constantly overloaded with information, tasks, and distractions. We live in a fast-paced world where multitasking has become the norm, but instead of making us more efficient, it often scatters our attention. As a result, we forget simple things, lose track of conversations, or make careless mistakes. The good news is absent-mindedness is not a permanent problem. It is a habit of the mind, and like any habit, it can be controlled, reduced, and even replaced with sharp awareness. By training your brain, practicing mindfulness, organizing your environment, and developing healthy lifestyle habits, you can significantly reduce those forgetful moments. In this series of 15 chapters, we will explore practical strategies, psychological insights, and daily habits that can help you take charge of your wandering mind. Think of it as a personal guide to staying present, focused, and mentally sharp in every moment of your life. Chapter 1. Understanding Absent-Mindedness. Before we learn how to control absent-mindedness, we first need to understand what it really is. Many people confuse it with poor memory, but in reality, absent-mindedness is more about attention than memory. When you are absent-minded, your brain is not fully present in the moment. You might be doing one thing, but thinking about something else. For example, you could be eating breakfast while worrying about tomorrow's meeting. And later, you might not even remember what you ate. The human brain is a powerful tool, but it can only focus deeply on one thing at a time. When you try to do too many things at once, or when your thoughts are scattered, your attention becomes weak. That weak attention is the main reason for absent-mindedness. You forget names, misplace items, or miss important details because your brain was never fully engaged with the task in the first place. Another cause of absent-mindedness is stress. When your mind is overloaded with worries or responsibilities, it becomes hard to stay focused on the present. For example, if you're anxious about paying bills, you may read a whole page of a book, but realize you didn't absorb a single word. Stress drains your mental energy, leaving less room for focus. Lack of sleep, poor lifestyle habits, and digital distractions also play a huge role. Constant notifications, endless scrolling, or late-night screen time weaken concentration. Over time, this creates a habit of being mentally absent. But here's the hopeful part. Absent-mindedness is not a permanent condition. By becoming aware of it, you've already taken the first step toward change. When you recognize the situations where your mind drifts most, such as during conversations, at work, or while studying, you can begin to train yourself to stay present. In this journey, you'll learn practical strategies to strengthen attention, reduce stress, and rewire your brain for focus. Remember, controlling absent-mindedness is not about forcing yourself to think harder, but about creating an environment and a mindset where presence comes naturally. Once you understand that, the rest becomes much easier. Chapter 2. The role of focus in your daily life. Focus is the backbone of a sharp, attentive mind. Without it, absent-mindedness becomes almost unavoidable. Think about your daily life. How many times do you start one task and then switch to another without finishing the first? Or how often do you read an email or a message and realize a few minutes later that you have no idea what it said? These are all signs that your focus is weak. Focus is more than just paying attention. It's the ability to direct your mental energy toward a single task and maintain that attention until the task is complete. When your focus is strong, you are fully present in the moment. You notice small details, remember information more clearly, and make fewer mistakes. On the other hand, when focus is scattered, your mind drifts and absent-mindedness takes over. Several factors affect focus. One of the biggest is distraction. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Phones, social media, emails, even noise in your environment. Each distraction pulls your attention in a different direction, fragmenting your focus. Multitasking, which many people consider efficient, actually reduces focus. Studies show that the brain performs better when concentrating on one task at a time. Another factor is mental fatigue. Just like your body gets tired after a long day, your brain gets exhausted from continuous thinking and stress. When mental energy is low, your mind starts wandering, making absent-mindedness more likely. The good news is, focus is a skill that can be trained. Simple practices like setting specific goals, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and removing distractions from your workspace can significantly improve attention. Mindfulness exercises such as deep breathing or short meditation sessions also help strengthen your ability to stay present. By understanding the importance of focus, you begin to see why absent-mindedness occurs and how it can be prevented. When you consistently practice focused attention, your mind becomes sharper, more organized, and less prone to wandering. Over time, staying present becomes a habit, reducing forgetfulness and increasing efficiency in everything you do. Remember, controlling absent-mindedness is not about trying harder. It's about creating the right conditions for your brain to focus naturally. The more you nurture focus, the less often your mind drifts away, and the more control you have over your thoughts and actions. Chapter 3. Mindfulness, the key to being present. One of the most effective ways to control absent-mindedness is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully aware of the present moment without judgment. When you are mindful, you notice your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings clearly. This awareness helps prevent your mind from wandering into daydreams or worries, which are often the main causes of absent-mindedness. Think of your mind as a wandering puppy. If it is not trained, it runs everywhere, chasing distractions, thoughts, and random memories. Mindfulness is like gently guiding that puppy back to your side whenever it strays. Over time, the puppy learns to stay closer, just as your mind learns to remain in the present. You don't need hours of meditation to practice mindfulness. Simple exercises can make a big difference. Start by paying attention to your breathing. Take a few deep breaths and notice the rise and fall of your chest. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This trains your brain to focus on one thing at a time. Another easy practice is to focus on your daily activities. Whether you are eating, walking, or washing dishes, fully engage with the experience. Notice the taste, texture, or movement involved. By paying attention to the small details, your mind learns to stay present rather than drifting to unrelated thoughts. Mindfulness also helps you observe when absent-mindedness occurs. You may notice that your mind drifts when you are stressed, tired, or distracted by your phone. Recognizing these triggers allows you to take action, such as taking a short break, reducing distractions, or practicing a quick mindfulness exercise. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond reducing absent-mindedness. It improves memory, enhances decision-making, and increases emotional stability. When your mind is present, you absorb information better, remember tasks more clearly, and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting automatically. By making mindfulness a regular part of your life, you are training your brain to be attentive, calm, and organized. It may take practice, but even a few minutes a day can lead to noticeable improvements. Over time, you will find that you forget less, focus better, and feel more in control of your thoughts. Chapter 4. Organizing your environment for better focus. Your surroundings play a bigger role in controlling absent-mindedness than you might realize. A cluttered, noisy, or chaotic environment constantly pulls your attention in multiple directions, making it hard for your mind to stay present. By organizing your space, you can reduce distractions and create conditions that naturally support focus and mental clarity. Start with your workspace. Whether it's your office, study table, or even your kitchen counter, make sure it's tidy. Remove unnecessary items, keep only what you need, and designate specific places for your belongings. When everything has a proper place, you spend less time searching for things and more time focusing on the task at hand. Simple actions like putting your keys in a tray or keeping your phone in another room can significantly reduce absent-minded moments. Digital clutter is just as important. Notifications, emails, and constant messages are major distractions for the mind. Try turning off non-essential notifications or setting specific times to check your phone and emails. This creates a mental boundary and allows your attention to remain on your current task rather than jumping between multiple digital inputs. Time management tools can also help organize your day and reduce forgetfulness. Use planners, calendars, or apps to schedule your tasks. Writing things down reinforces memory and reduces mental overload. When your brain doesn't have to keep track of every small detail, it can focus more effectively on what truly matters. Lighting, sound, and seating also affect focus. A well-lit space prevents fatigue, while comfortable seating reduces physical distractions. Some people find background music helpful, while others need silence. Find the environment that allows your mind to stay alert and engaged. Lastly, establish routines. Habits reduce mental effort, which helps your mind stay sharp. For example, putting your wallet and keys in the same place every day becomes automatic, reducing the chances of forgetting them. The more predictable your environment and routines are, the fewer absent-minded mistakes you will make. By taking control of your surroundings, you are not only reducing distractions, but also signaling to your brain that it's time to focus. A well-organized environment supports mental clarity and makes it much easier to stay present in every activity. Chapter 5, The Power of Daily Habits. Controlling absent-mindedness is not just about occasional effort. It's about building daily habits that strengthen your mind. Your brain thrives on repetition. When you consistently practice focus, organization, and mindfulness, these behaviors become automatic, making it easier to stay present without conscious effort. One of the most powerful habits is planning your day. Each morning, take a few minutes to write down your tasks and priorities. When you have a clear plan, your mind doesn't need to juggle multiple responsibilities at once. This reduces mental clutter and frees up attention for the task you are currently doing. Another essential habit is reviewing your tasks before bed. A quick reflection helps your brain process what was done and prepare for tomorrow. This not only improves memory, but also reduces the anxiety that can lead to absent-mindedness. By creating a mental closure for the day, your mind can rest properly and wake up refreshed. Regular physical activity is also a key habit. Exercise improves blood flow to the brain, enhancing concentration and memory. Even short daily walks can reduce mental fatigue and help your mind stay alert. Combine this with proper sleep, and you give your brain the energy it needs to focus throughout the day. Mindful breaks are another valuable habit. Instead of constantly multitasking, schedule short breaks to clear your mind. Use this time to stretch, breathe deeply, or simply observe your surroundings. These moments recharge your mental energy and prevent your mind from wandering due to fatigue or overload. Lastly, practice single tasking. Choose one task at a time and give it your full attention. Multitasking may feel productive, but it splits your focus and encourages absent-minded behavior. By making single tasking a daily habit, your brain learns to concentrate deeply, which naturally reduces forgetfulness and mistakes. Remember, habits are the building blocks of a focused mind. Small, consistent changes in your daily routine create long-term results. Over time, these habits strengthen your attention, improve memory, and make absent-mindedness less frequent. The key is persistence. Even when progress seems slow, sticking to these habits gradually rewires your brain for focus and presence. Chapter 6. The Role of Sleep in a Sharp Mind. Sleep is one of the most underrated factors when it comes to controlling absent-mindedness. Many people underestimate how deeply sleep affects focus, memory, and attention. When you don't get enough restful sleep, your brain struggles to process information, store memories, and stay alert. This creates frequent moments of forgetfulness, distraction, and absent-minded behavior. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories and clears out mental clutter accumulated during the day. This process is essential for learning new information and retaining details. Without proper sleep, your mind becomes foggy, and even simple tasks can feel challenging. Have you ever noticed that after a sleepless night, you forget appointments, misplace things, or struggle to concentrate? This is your brain signaling that it needs rest to function properly. Quality of sleep matters as much as quantity. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is when the brain does the most repair and memory consolidation. Creating a bedtime routine can help. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or digital screens an hour before bedtime, as these can interfere with your natural sleep cycle. Short naps during the day can also be beneficial. A 20-30-minute power nap can refresh your mind, improve alertness, and enhance focus. However, avoid long naps late in the day, as they can disrupt nighttime sleep and create a cycle of fatigue and absent-mindedness. Stress management is closely linked to sleep. High stress levels can make it difficult to fall asleep or reach deep restorative stages. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling before bed can calm the mind and improve sleep quality. In short, sleep is not a luxury. It's a necessity for a sharp, focused mind. By prioritizing quality sleep and establishing healthy sleep habits, you reduce the mental fatigue that causes absent-mindedness. A well-rested brain is more attentive, better at remembering details, and capable of staying present in every task. Controlling absent-mindedness begins at night, with a foundation of proper rest. Chapter 7. Nutrition for a Sharp Mind. What you eat has a direct impact on how focused and attentive your mind can be. Many cases of absent-mindedness are worsened by poor nutrition. When the brain lacks essential nutrients, it struggles to process information, retain memories, and stay alert. In contrast, a balanced diet can enhance concentration, improve memory, and reduce the tendency to be absent-minded. Start with the basics. Your brain needs healthy fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, flax seeds, and walnuts are particularly important for brain health. They improve communication between brain cells, supporting memory and focus. Proteins from sources like eggs, beans, and lean meat provide the building blocks for neurotransmitters that regulate attention and mood. Vitamins and minerals play a crucial role too. B vitamins, especially B6, B12, and folate, help with memory and cognitive function. Foods rich in the antioxidants like berries, dark leafy greens, and nuts protect the brain from oxidative stress, which can impair attention and memory over time. Minerals like magnesium and zinc are also essential for brain function and focus. Hydration is another key factor. Even mild dehydration can cause confusion, irritability, and decreased concentration. Make it a habit to drink enough water throughout the day, especially if you are working or studying. Avoid excessive caffeine or sugary drinks, as they provide short-term energy spikes, but can lead to crashes that worsen absent-mindedness. Regular meals are equally important. Skipping meals or eating irregularly can cause low blood sugar, which affects your brain's ability to concentrate. Eating small, balanced meals throughout the day keeps your energy and focus steady. Include a mix of complex carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats to fuel your brain effectively. Finally, consider mindful eating. Pay attention to what you eat, savor each bite, and avoid distractions like phones or screens during meals. This not only aids digestion, but also trains your mind to focus on one activity at a time. reducing absent-minded tendencies. By nourishing your brain with the right foods and habits, you create the foundation for strong focus and mental clarity. Proper nutrition supports memory, attention, and overall brain function, helping you stay present and reduce the frequent forgetfulness that comes from absent-mindedness. Chapter 8. Managing stress to improve focus. Stress is one of the most common reasons our minds become absent-minded. When you are under pressure or constantly worried, your brain struggles to concentrate on the present. Thoughts about past mistakes or future problems take over, leaving little attention for the task at hand. Learning to manage stress is therefore essential for controlling absent-mindedness. Stress triggers the release of hormones like cortisol, which in small amounts can be helpful for alertness. However, chronic stress floods the brain with these chemicals, impairing memory, decision-making, and attention. This is why stressful days often leave you forgetful or distracted. One effective way to manage stress is through deep breathing exercises. Simple techniques like inhaling deeply for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4 can calm your nervous system almost instantly. Doing this regularly trains your brain to respond calmly to stressful situations instead of reacting with scattered thoughts. Physical activity is another powerful stress reliever. Exercise releases endorphins, which improve mood and mental clarity. Even a short walk outside can reduce mental tension, refresh your mind, and help you focus more effectively. Mindfulness practices also play a crucial role. Meditation, yoga, or even a few quiet minutes of reflection can reduce stress levels and train your mind to stay in the present. When your brain learns to observe thoughts without being overwhelmed by them, absent-mindedness decreases naturally. Time management can reduce stress as well. When your day is organized and your tasks are prioritized, you spend less mental energy worrying about deadlines or forgotten responsibilities. This frees up your attention for each task, preventing the mind from wandering. Finally, don't underestimate the power of small mental breaks. Short pauses during work or study give your brain a chance to reset. Use these breaks to stretch, breathe, or simply look outside. These moments recharge your focus, reduce stress, and prevent mental fatigue, which often leads to absent-mindedness. By managing stress effectively, you create a calm mental environment where your attention can thrive. Less stress means fewer distractions in your mind, stronger focus, and a reduced tendency to be absent-minded. Learning to stay calm and present is a critical step toward mastering control over your mind. Chapter 9. The importance of mental exercises. Just like your body needs regular exercise to stay strong, your brain needs mental exercises to remain sharp and focused. Absent-mindedness often occurs because the mind isn't challenged or stimulated enough, leading to a decline in attention, memory, and mental agility. Incorporating brain exercises into your daily routine can significantly improve focus and reduce forgetful moments. Puzzles and games are excellent tools for mental training. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, memory games, or even strategy-based apps challenge your brain to think critically and remember details. These activities improve cognitive function and attention span while making the process enjoyable. Regular practice strengthens neural connections, enhancing memory and the ability to concentrate. Reading is another effective exercise. When you read actively, your brain processes information, visualizes scenes, and retains details. Take notes or summarize what you read to deepen comprehension. This habit not only improves memory, but also teaches the mind to stay engaged with one task at a time, reducing absent-minded tendencies. Learning something new also strengthens the brain, whether it's a new language, musical instrument, or skill. The process of acquiring knowledge challenges your memory and focus. The effort your brain puts into learning stimulates neural growth, keeping your mind alert and present. Mindfulness exercises, as mentioned earlier, are also a form of mental training. Focusing on your breath, observing your surroundings, or practicing meditation enhances attention control. These exercises train the brain to notice when it starts to wander and bring it back to the present, directly combating absent-mindedness. Finally, journaling is a simple yet powerful tool. Writing down your thoughts, plans, or reflections engages the brain in organizing information. This practice strengthens memory, clarity, and awareness, which are essential to controlling absent-minded behavior. Incorporating these mental exercises into daily life creates a strong, focused mind. Over time, your brain becomes more alert, capable of retaining information, and less prone to wandering. Regular mental training is like keeping your mind in shape. It prevents forgetfulness, improves concentration, and makes it easier to stay present in every moment of life. Chapter 10. The Role of Technology in Mindfulness. In today's world, technology is both a blessing and a curse for our focus. Smartphones, social media, and constant notifications provide endless information, but they also pull our attention away from the present moment. Overuse of technology is one of the main causes of absent-mindedness, making it essential to manage its role in your life. Constant notifications demand your attention, fragmenting focus and interrupting mental flow. Even short distractions can make it difficult to fully engage with a task, leading to forgetfulness or mistakes. For instance, checking your phone during work or study may seem harmless, but repeated interruptions scatter your attention and weaken your brain's ability to stay present. One solution is to set boundaries with technology. Turn off non-essential notifications, use Do Not Disturb modes, or designate specific times to check messages and emails. These small changes reduce mental clutter, allowing your mind to focus on one task at a time. Digital minimalism is another strategy. Evaluate which apps, platforms, or online activities truly add value to your life and remove or limit the rest. A cleaner digital environment mirrors a cleaner mental space, which strengthens focus and reduces absent-minded behavior. Mindful use of technology can also be beneficial. Use apps designed to improve focus, track habits, or provide meditation exercises. Instead of letting technology fragment your attention, use it as a tool to train your mind and maintain presence. Finally, incorporate regular tech-free periods. Spend time reading, walking, or engaging in hobbies without screens. These moments allow your brain to recharge, improve attention span, and reconnect with the present moment. Over time, your mind becomes less dependent on constant digital input, reducing absent-minded tendencies. By managing your relationship with technology thoughtfully, you create a balanced mental environment. Less distraction and more mindful engagement result in a sharper, more attentive mind, capable of staying present and reducing the forgetfulness that comes from absent-mindedness. Chapter 11. Building a routine for mental clarity. Routines are powerful tools for controlling absent-mindedness. When your day follows a structured pattern, your brain doesn't have to constantly decide what to do next, which reduces mental fatigue and distraction. A well-planned routine creates mental clarity and allows you to stay present in each activity. Start by organizing your mornings. A consistent morning routine sets the tone for the entire day. Simple actions like making your bed, drinking water, or doing a short stretch signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Incorporating a few minutes of mindfulness, journaling, or goal setting further prepares your mind to stay attentive. Break your day into blocks of focused work or study time, interspersed with short breaks. This method, often called the Pomodoro technique, allows your brain to concentrate deeply for a set period and then rest briefly before the next task. Structured work intervals reduce wandering thoughts and keep absent-mindedness in check. Evenings benefit from a routine as well. Reflecting on your day, reviewing tasks, and planning for tomorrow helps your brain process information and reduces the chance of forgetting important details. This creates a sense of closure and prepares your mind for restful sleep. Healthy habits within your routine, like regular meals, exercise, and hydration, support both mental and physical energy. When your body feels good, your brain functions better, making it easier to stay attentive and present. Consistency is the key. The more predictable your routine, the less mental energy your brain spends deciding what to do next. Over time, routines reduce stress, enhance focus, and minimize absent-minded moments. The goal is not rigidity, but creating a balanced framework that supports a sharp, present, and organized mind. By building and sticking to a thoughtful routine, you give your brain the stability it needs. A structured day keeps your mind focused, reduces forgetfulness, and allows you to engage fully in every task, helping you control absent-mindedness effectively. Chapter 12. Emotional Awareness and Mind Control. Our emotions play a powerful role in absent-mindedness. When we are stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, our attention drifts and our memory suffers. Learning to recognize and manage emotions is essential for staying present and reducing forgetfulness. Emotional awareness is the first step toward controlling absent-mindedness. Start by noticing how emotions affect your focus. For example, when you are angry or worried, do you find yourself zoning out during conversations or forgetting tasks? Being aware of these patterns allows you to take action before your mind drifts completely. Journaling your feelings or reflecting on your day can help you identify triggers and recurring situations that cause distraction. Once you recognize your emotional triggers, practice strategies to regulate them. Deep breathing, mindfulness, and short meditation exercises can calm the mind when emotions become overwhelming. These practices help you return to the present moment instead of letting your mind wander into stress or anxiety. Positive emotions also enhance focus. Happiness, gratitude, and satisfaction improve mental clarity and memory retention. Simple acts like appreciating small wins, practicing gratitude, or spending time with loved ones create a positive mental state that reduces absent-minded tendencies. Avoid suppressing emotions. Trying to ignore feelings often leads to internal distraction, which worsens absent-mindedness. Instead, acknowledge your emotions, understand their source, and find constructive ways to manage them. Emotional balance improves attention, memory, and overall mental performance. Developing emotional awareness is like exercising a mental muscle. Over time, you become better at noticing when your mind is about to drift and bringing it back to the present. This skill reduces mistakes, enhances productivity, and strengthens focus. By combining emotional awareness with mindfulness and routines, you create a strong framework for controlling absent-mindedness. A calm, balanced mind is less likely to wander, remembers more, and performs tasks with greater precision. Managing your emotions is not just about feeling better. It's about staying present, alert, and mentally sharp in everyday life. Chapter 13. The Art of Focused Attention. Focused attention is the ability to concentrate on one task while ignoring distractions. It is the core skill that prevents absent-mindedness. When your attention is strong, your mind stays engaged, you retain information better, and you make fewer mistakes. Developing this skill requires deliberate practice and conscious effort. One effective method to improve focused attention is setting clear intentions before starting any task. Ask yourself, what is my goal right now? By clarifying your objective, your brain knows exactly where to direct its energy, reducing the chances of drifting thoughts. Eliminate distractions before beginning. Turn off notifications, clear your workspace, and inform others if you need uninterrupted time. Even small interruptions can break your concentration and trigger absent-minded behavior. Creating a distraction-free environment is a simple yet powerful step toward maintaining focus. Another useful technique is chunking tasks. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps and focus on completing one step at a time. This prevents mental overwhelm and keeps your mind engaged. By concentrating on small, achievable goals, You train your brain to remain present and attentive. Mindfulness exercises also enhance focused attention. Spending a few minutes daily observing your breath or surroundings strengthens your ability to notice when your mind begins to wander and gently bring it back. Over time, this improves mental control and reduces forgetfulness. Finally, practice single tasking in daily life. Multitasking may seem efficient, but it divides your attention and weakens focus. By dedicating your full attention to one activity at a time, you enhance your memory, reduce errors, and cultivate a habit of being present. Focused attention is not an innate skill. It is developed through consistent practice and awareness. The more you train your mind to concentrate, the less often you will experience absent-minded moments. Mastering this art gives you control over your thoughts, improves productivity, and strengthens your mental clarity in every aspect of life. Chapter 14. Using reminders and memory tools. Even with focus, mindfulness, and routines, occasional absent-mindedness is normal. One of the most practical ways to reduce forgetfulness is by using reminders and memory tools. These external aids support your brain, allowing it to stay organized and attentive without becoming overwhelmed. Start with simple tools like calendars, planners, and to-do lists. Writing down tasks ensures that nothing is forgotten and frees mental space for more important cognitive functions. Whether it's a physical notebook or a digital app, having a reliable system for tracking appointments, deadlines, and responsibilities reduces mental clutter. Alarms and notifications are also useful, but they must be used strategically. Setting alarms for important tasks, meetings, or medication reminds your brain of priorities and prevents forgetfulness. However, avoid overloading yourself with alerts, as too many notifications can become a source of distraction rather than help. Visual cues are powerful memory aids. Placing objects in noticeable locations, using color-coded notes, or labeling items helps your brain remember their purpose. For example, leaving your keys by the door or putting your wallet in a dedicated tray reinforces habits and reduces absent-minded mistakes. Mind maps and association techniques also enhance memory. Linking information to images, stories, or familiar concepts makes it easier to recall. This method is particularly effective for learning new material, remembering names, or managing complex tasks. Finally, review and repetition are key. Regularly checking your lists, notes, or reminders reinforces memory and keeps important information fresh. This simple practice reduces the mental load, improves recall, and helps your mind remain present in daily life. By combining technology, visual cues, and structured planning, you create a system that supports your brain. These memory tools reduce absent-mindedness by taking pressure off your mind, allowing it to focus on tasks at hand. They are not a crutch, they are a bridge to better organization, sharper attention, and a more present, controlled mind. Chapter 15. Long-term strategies for a focused mind. Controlling absent-mindedness is not a one-time effort. It requires long-term strategies and consistent practice. By combining focus, mindfulness, routines, and healthy habits, you can maintain a sharp and attentive mind for years to come. One long-term strategy is continuous learning. Engaging in new skills, hobbies, or knowledge challenges your brain, keeping it active and alert. Lifelong learning strengthens memory, improves problem solving, and reduces the tendency for your mind to drift. Whether it's learning a language, playing a musical instrument, or reading regularly, consistent mental engagement is key. Another strategy is maintaining physical health. Exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep form the foundation for a strong mind. A healthy body supports a healthy brain, enhancing focus, memory, and overall cognitive function. Long-term absent-mindedness is often linked to neglecting these basic yet essential habits. Mindfulness and meditation should also become a permanent part of your life. Even a few minutes each day improve attention span, reduce stress, and enhance emotional regulation. The cumulative effect over months and years is a mind that naturally stays present and engaged. Building and refining routines over time is equally important. As your life changes, adapt your schedules and habits to maintain mental clarity. Consistency in planning, reviewing tasks, and setting priorities ensures that your mind remains organized, even in challenging circumstances. Finally, cultivate self-awareness. Regularly reflect on your mental state, triggers for absent-mindedness, and areas for improvement. Awareness allows you to intervene before forgetfulness takes over, making absent-minded moments less frequent and more manageable. Remember, controlling absent-mindedness is a journey, not a destination. By adopting these long-term strategies, you train your mind to focus, stay present, and retain information more effectively. Over time, these practices become second nature, leading to a life of clarity, efficiency, and mental control. Conclusion: mastering your mind. Absent-mindedness may feel like an uncontrollable habit, but as you have learned throughout this book, it is something you can manage and even overcome. By understanding the causes of absent-mindedness, such as lack of focus, stress, poor sleep, or digital distractions, you can take deliberate steps to train your mind to stay present and attentive. The journey begins with awareness. Recognizing when your mind drifts allows you to intervene before forgetfulness or mistakes occur. Mindfulness practices, focused attention, and emotional awareness strengthen your ability to remain in the moment. Building consistent routines, organizing your environment, and using memory tools reduce mental clutter and support sharp thinking. Daily habits such as proper sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental exercises provide a foundation for a clear, alert, and focused mind. Managing stress and using technology wisely further enhance your attention and reduce distractions. Over time, these practices create long-term mental resilience, making absent-minded moments far less frequent. Remember, controlling absent-mindedness is not about perfection, it's about gradual improvement. Each small step, from mindful breathing to keeping a planner, contributes to a stronger, more focused brain. By applying the strategies in this book consistently, you can reclaim control over your thoughts, improve memory, and live a more organized, present, and productive life. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. With awareness, practice, and persistence, you can transform absent-mindedness into focused attention, turning forgetful moments into clarity, efficiency, and mental sharpness. Thank you for reading this guide on controlling absent-mindedness. By practicing focus, mindfulness, healthy habits, and mental exercises, you now have the tools to sharpen your mind, reduce forgetfulness, and stay fully present in every moment. Remember, small daily changes create lasting results, and your brain can always improve with consistent effort. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Mind-Blowing Motive for more motivational tips, practical life strategies, and easy ways to improve your focus, memory, and overall success. Stay attentive, stay inspired, and keep your mind sharp.